Today, let's talk about coral reefs. When talking about coral reefs, the first thing we may ask is what is coral? Corals are composed of thin plates or layers of calcium carbonate secreted over time by hundreds of soft-bodied animals called coral polyps. So, what is coral reef ecosystem? Coral reefs create one of the most biologically diverse ecosystems on Earth, which are the home of about 25% of marine organisms. These huge ecosystems have already existed on the planet since thousands of years ago. They are made up not only of hard and soft corals, but also sponges, fish, sea turtles, sharks, dolphins, and much more. Each component of a coral reef is dependent upon and interconnected with countless other plants, animals, and organisms. This means that fluctuation in the abundance of species can drastically alter both the diversity and abundance of others. The health, abundance, diversity of the organisms that make up a coral reef is directly linked to the surrounding terrestrial and marine environment. So coral reefs ecosystems are fragile and are facing a hard situation now. Take Caribbean region as an example. The Caribbean coral reefs refer to the Greater Caribbean region, or what is formerly known as the tropical Western Atlantic. This region includes the coral reef of Florida, the Bahamas, Bermuda, and the northeastern coast of South America. The reefs, which cover about 8% of the world's coral reefs. In such a huge area of coral reefs, the cover percent has already decreased 80% in recent years. In the picture 1 on the left, it informs the decline in percent coral cover on Caribbean coral reefs from 1963 to present. And a steep slope can show that how serious the situation is. And in another picture, we can see that in the same location, the decreasing of coral reefs is obvious. So what's the reason? Since we know how the decreasing of coral reef will affect the environment, we should try our best to slow down the process. In order to decelerate the decreasing, we need to know the reason that caused this problem. Bleaching is the first step of coral reef death. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration provide the data that the U.S. lost 50% of its coral reefs in 2015 in the Caribbean within only 1 year because of massive bleaching event. Why do coral reefs bleach? It's because that the symbiotic algae which live in coral reef tissue leaves when coral reefs are under the stress of changing conditions. So they turn to completely snow white. The main factor that cause condition changes can be separated into two parts: anthropogenic disturbance and climate changes. Human disturbance is an important contributor to the decline of coral reefs. There is a study show that a one-time anchoring event at Krakow, British Virgin Islands, in 2004 caused rapid loss of corals and reef structural complexity that were equal to the cumulative decline over 23 years observed at adjacent site. Those contacts can physically break the coral reefs. Not only boat anchoring, overharvest is also a kind of disturbance. Overfishing causes the decrease of some certain species, which significantly impacted biodiversity and ecological balance of coral reefs. What's more, When fishing, people may use some destructive fishing methods such as using dynamite and cyanide, which can easily damage the delicate coral reefs. People's disturbance also include the pollution and the land development. Wasted oil, chemicals, and litters have a negative effect on the nutrition in the water. And with over 80% of variation in benthic community composition driven by sedimentation rate, nitrogen peroxide, and phosphorus oxide. Using chemical sunscreen, especially in the water, plays an important role in coral bleaching by promoting viral infection. Coastal development may lead to reclaiming land from the ocean, which destroys and disturbs the habitat of the coral reefs. This anthropogenic disturbance causes a changing of conditions around the coral reefs, and both directly and indirectly accelerate coral reefs stepping to the way to death. However, comparing to these anthropogenic stressors, climate stressors are far more outweighed direct in driving coral health outcomes. Temperature, as a climate stressor, plays a significant role in leading coral reefs to death. The water temperature has increased significantly. Water temperature in the Eastern Caribbean climb and stay high for months, reaching levels that by September would be warmer than any record in 150 years. The impact that warming water brings is also serious. The heat will disturb a symbiotic partnership that coral animals normally maintain with a type of algae called zooxanthellae, which offer coral reefs with necessary nutrition. The leaving of zooxanthellae also makes the algae decrease, which imparts color to corals, so coral reefs turn to white, which is called bleach. However, bleached corals are unhealthy, they are not dead. If the water temperature turns to normal, coral may recover. While the fact is that water temperature is always increasing, those bleached corals do not have the chance to recover. Then they soon step to their death. According to the research done by Charles, due to the increasing water temperature, by 2007, roughly 60% of the coral cover in the Virgin Islands and 53% in Puerto Rico's natural reserve was dead, which is an unprecedented tragedy. Climate change not also include temperature, but also include the increasing of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide, which is also called greenhouse gases, is the main cause of global warming. So it also can raise the average ocean temperatures. Not only raising temperature, carbon dioxide would also contribute to the ocean acidification. The carbon dioxide in the air is absorbed into ocean and forms carbonic acid, which will lower the pH of water, threatening reef structure with dissolution. This climate stressor disturbs coral reefs' environment conditions, which will also cause irreversible damage to coral reefs. What's the solution? The first thing we should do is make effort to stop this human disturbance and slow down the climate changes. Besides, we also need to work on coral reef restoration. To address these issues, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration and its partners start a coral reef restoration effort. Using innovative techniques like underwater coral farming and reattaching broken coral pieces. This project transplant and restore thousands of coral colonies on damaged reef sites. Since healthy corals is a vital part of the ocean environment, restoring reefs bring great benefit to the water here and around the world. Thanks for watching.